Okay, so I was looking at one of the videos published by Al Jazeera again. It's quite informative. I do like this channel. It gives you kind of like the whole view of the situation, what is happening in Zimbabwe. And their latest video is about Zimbabwe imposes a curfew to tackle COVID 19. Let's see what it is all about.
After 2 nights in police custody, freelance journalist Hopo Chingona and opposition leader Jacob Ngarivume arrived at the magistrate's court to apply for bail. They were arrested on Monday and accused of inciting people to protest over the economy and corruption in Zimbabwe.
It's funny. So these people, the government, them, you go to prison. And the fact that like they illegally searched his house for evidence, it's quite mind-boggling. Like they'll find the littlest thing, like the smallest thing that you think like it really doesn't matter, and they'll pin you down till you go down.
But their case was adjourned until Wednesday.
So here they're just trying to prolong the whole process, just to make sure that he stays in jail. Maybe he'll be released after July 31st, where people plan to strike, but he might actually be in jail for 5 years.
But their case was adjourned until Wednesday. They are spending another night in jail.
There's no question that this is persecution because there's no law that says you can't demonstrate, you can't protest. Section 59 is very clear. Citizens have the right to demonstrate and petition the government to meet certain of their expectations.
This is true. Like, we do have the right to do so. But I do have now an issue with the Zimbabwean law, with the Zimbabwean government now. Because, like, we have tried these ways of, like, going to court, advocating to the president, telling him the grievances, but simply these guys do not listen. They really do not listen. We might go through the legal channels, but they control these legal channels. And the only way that we can actually break free from this government is through radical, I don't want to say like through radical action, like action which is unseen, action which they will have to take. They are not even made to appease the government. These strikes, they are made for them to feel our impact, that we are not happy. Like if they do not listen to us, if they do not do what we want, like they have to go out. No discussion. The fact that you might have gotten into power by force doesn't mean that you can stay into power using the same force. We are not willing just to bend over. With that being said, like I do appreciate what she is doing, but like me, like many other Zimbabweans, we have had enough. Enough is enough. Demonstrations, yes, they do work, but it's time for us to up our demonstration. It's time for us to go to a higher level. I don't know what it is, but we can't do this anymore. Like, we work hard, that is no lie. We want to produce things, but you can't say that when I work very hard to do something, when I try to, like, for example, sell things on the streets for me to get food, you employ police people to just like arrest me while doing something which benefits my family. I don't know. It's just hatred towards Zimbabwean people. These people really dislike us. I don't know.
Lawyers say police have raided the homes of the two men looking for evidence. The opposition believes the state is trying to stop anti-government protests planned for next week.
A de facto state of emergency was imposed, which imposes a curfew, 6 a.m., 6 p.m. curfew, unheard of in this country after the end of the Liberation War. So we have got a dangerous man in charge of the state, we've got a dangerous regime inside of the church, and no one is safe.
Yes, I have to say, like, I have to agree with Tendai BT here. Like, these people, the tactics they're using are used to control people against their will. Like, they have realized that if the strike of 31st July happens, it will break down so many chains, so many blocks that they've put to control the people. Because, like, now no longer can the people listen to the police, as they did, like, stay indoors, or do not protest. They will actually begin to lose their grip on the control of the people. So they are trying their best, their very, very best, not to let this 31st of July strikes happen. Because, like, if they do happen, they demonstrate that, like, they show that they are losing power. But if they are able to quench the tests, that quench the strikes, yeah, then the government has won. It has won.
The government imposed the dawn to dusk curfew, saying it's only trying to tackle rising coronavirus infections.
We now have an opposition which are, should we say, merchants of deaths in two respects. Causing violence, which will cause loss of life, and also spreading, enhancing, and helping to spread the virus.
That's the thing. Like, I am not an MDC supporter, not at all. But right now they are the lesser evil, to put it that way. That being said, merchants of death, I would say ZANU-PF itself is actually a bigger merchant of death. Because considering the amount of people who are dying because of hunger, the amount of young people who don't have jobs, who are now just seated at home, hopelessness, the mental illness which these people are subjected to, like, they don't feel like they are worth like living here in Zimbabwe. Like, they've just lost hope. They don't have confidence in themselves anymore. And this is just because of one party. Like, the thing is, look at this person, the way he's well kept, the way he is, like, healthy and happy, the way his life is just going right. And then look at the 99% of the Zimbabwean men who are struggling, who are just trying their very best to make ends meet. And he tells them, do not strike because you are endangering yourself. No. You are the danger here.
Of pandemic, so that more deaths can occur. That will not happen. We will not allow it.
So basically saying, do not strike. We will not allow the strike. We will not allow the demonstration, of which it is your human right to demonstrate.
And please send that message loud and clear to the opposition. We will not allow it.
Human rights activists worry there could be more arrests. People who don't work have to stay home. They can only come out to buy food or access medical facilities.
That is the majority of the Zimbabweans, mind you. Because, like, 97% of the Zimbabweans are self-employed. They really don't have a government certificate authorizing their businesses. So they have to stay at home, which is a shame.
Public gatherings are banned. Those who do have jobs are now trying to get home before the 6 p.m. curfew. But there isn't enough public transport. For now, only transport operators approved by the state are allowed to work.
You see, this is becoming a one-party state, like, where the state controls everything. From your transportation, there are no competitors. electricity supply, there are no competitors. Very soon, food production itself will be controlled by the state. Right now, money is being controlled by the state. It's interesting, eh?
Many here fear they might not make it home in time. Haru Matasa, Al Jazeera, Harare.
Thank you for watching. I'm thinking of actually starting a platform where people bring in ideas of what we can do to help the country, like practical things like building learning centers where students are able to learn safely, starting connect groups where people are able to connect, share ideas, starting small businesses for local people not controlled by the government, where people are able to make things, generate income. I don't know, just something that will be able to help people. So I'll start a Facebook page and maybe get some a Zoom link where we can have a weekly talk show where we can just talk about issues and how we can actually practically help our nation without involving the government. Because once you involve the government, it's bad. This is not a party thing, this is just doing it for Zimbabweans. Thank you.